our friends over at the tavern in Passage.
Something positive out. I remember 2 hours ago there was like, I wish Aurelia was bleeding compared to this. These people having relaxing day. This is quite the opposite, isn't it?
Yeah, very much
I'm
so.
having a blast here.
So, here in the city of Passage, we find Aurelia and Maddock. Maddock? How do you pronounce it?
Maddock.
Maddock. Drinking and having a jolly old time in the tavern. A couple of patrons come up to you, and you hear like some congratulations, some pats on the back. They're like, one of these like younger adults come up and say, "Maddock was your name?"
That's right, Maddock the Magnificent Magician. What can I do for you, darling?
How do I become a magician like you?
Oh, well, there are a number of institutions where you could learn such wondrous magics. I, for one, studied at the University of Mulgrave in Shan for one time. Could try your luck there.
It's too expensive, but thank you.
Better work hard then, and I tell you the secret as to how I got in. I didn't have the money either, but I saved up a good sum, and with that sum I went to House Kundarak, and I got a loan. You know, you show them the money that you saved up, show that you're responsible with your money, and they're more eligible to give you a little loan on things, and then you can start school, and once you've learned the magic, well, then the money comes flowing in, flying from the audience.
Thank you.
You're
You've
more
inspired
welcome.
me. I'm going to become a magician just like you.
That's
Good alone money.
And he like looks at you. He purses his lips and he's like inhales sharply and he says, "Oh, thank you." And he walks off. A couple of commoners come up to you, Aurelia, and they're like, "What's a beautiful lady like you being assistant to this creep? I'm a magician too, if you know what I mean. Let me show you my magic tricks."
I would love to see them!
I feel like it would be much more appropriate if you asked, "Do you want to see my magic wand?"
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Don't ruin the foreplay.
Have Cal's character had a foreplay? They're just instantly, "I want to go to bed." Like they're straightforward.
Pretty blunt. Sometimes. They would have to be if they're the ones approaching you and offering. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't see a lot of shy people do that.
Yeah.
Alright, anyways. What do you say, Aurelia?
No, I'm close to passing out, and I am in a rush too, so I'll have to be going for the train soon. Maybe some
Your
other time.
loss. And then the tavern door opens. And a silhouette enters. You can tell. Now, isn't this a lively bar? Ain't that
Siri.
right, Atrix? Is that really Siri? I don't think Siri looks like that.
I don't know
I think
Witcher
it's like a
lores.
female version of Geralt. I
Yep.
don't know.
Yeah. I'm introduced to a female person of the world, but yeah, you're right.
And behind her, when she says, "Ain't that right, Atrix?" you see this figure, horrible scarring on one side of his face, on the top of his head as well. He walks in. "Yeah. Looks looks like a real lively bar. Her eyes scan the crowd, and for a second, Aurelia, her eyes meets yours. Do you react in any way?
I like, I kind of give her a sign with my hand if she could come over here, like a wave.
Her eyes continue to slide around the room, and she acts like she didn't see the sign. She walks around. Now, you better watch where you throw in that elbow. Keeps on walking. Eventually, she saddles up to the bar next to you. Bartender. 2A. 1 for me, 2 for me, and none for my friend here. The bartender, the halfling female, just kind of comes out, draws out 2 ales, places them down. And also, whatever they're drinking over there. And she points to you and Matic. The female halfling bartender walks over to you. Would you be having? That impressive woman over there bought you to a drink.
My, how very kind of her. What should I have then? Something green. Yes, green.
She looks at you, squints. We don't have anything green.
Oh,
Weirdo.
damnation.
I have stale
Alright, let's try
water.
a different color then. Viridian.
How about ale color?
Ale color. Sort of orangey, bright orangey. I like it. Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah, bright orangey sounds good with me too.
She looks at you, Maddox, says, you know, you're wearing pretty thin on my nerves.
I wasn't aware I was wearing any nerves. He kind of looks down at himself.
I'll kill you. She leans forward, just says, I'll kill you. You know that, right?
You're a funny one. Fetch me an ale.
She grits her teeth, and she walks off.
What beautiful teeth. Makes for an excellent smile, wouldn't you say? I lean into Aurelia and say that.
Yeah, I can't disagree.
So, that woman over there, do you know her? Because I don't. Or do I? Maybe I do.
Well, I don't if you do, but I know her from somewhere, you could say. You could say she is something like a business partner.
A business partner! Excellent! Our next performance will be grand with both her and, you and me together!
Wish I had message spell so I can tell her something, but I don't because I'm a.
I have
sucker
message
at it.
spell. Would you like to use it?
No, there's no need. I suppose I can talk to her like this.
Are you two done over there? No.
Yeah. Well, what brings you here to Passage out of all places?
Is that a way to greet an old friend?
Well, we are not exactly friends, but yeah, pardon me. I am.
I thought
This
you
has
were
been
a
one-
friend of ours.
Well, I am very happy you think that way. but it was a very unpleasant week, you could say. Or 2
I
weeks.
dare say. Same here, darling. Well, I'm here with Etrix, 'cause we heard some rumors of a House Orion official meeting with one of the Asmodeans. That's the name we came up for these tieflings. Asmodeans.
Well,
They're
that is
just
a name.
trying to figure out what they're meeting about. We can't have these Asmodeans interfering with Dragonmark business.
well, that is true. So, how did things go on your end with, well, you know what?
And she looks at you, puzzled. You don't know. Has Tallot not talked to you?
Well, the communication earrings have just been continuously breaking apart. From what I know, I just need to return as soon as possible to Dragon Crown speak. From what I got in the message.
Well,
But it was very broken.
that's quite disturbing. Man, I could tell you what happened. Me, Tallot, and Atrix. We flew our airship over to the Great Crags. It turns out these Asmodeans were dealing with one of the daughters of Sorakel. Do you know who they are, darling?
Cal, do I roll a history check? I know who they are on meta level, but
Do I know who they are?
Well, does anybody know who they are? Roll your
I
history.
don't know
they're
who they are.
hags. They're great hags.
Whoa, hold on.
But I don't know it on
Roll your history checks.
I have a 12.
Wait, is that the leaders of Drom?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I remember. Oh, then I know that name.
Maddock, you heard them. Both of you kind of heard them in glancing. I mean, you know, you've. I would say you've heard of some powers towards the west. The daughters of Sorakel. I mean, maybe they're three very beautiful women. I'd say at this point, Maddock, you know that they're hags. Aurelia, you do not.
I've heard their names, but I don't know much about them.
Right. Well, there's three of them, and let's just say they're the leaders in Rome. You know, that monster nation.
That does make it a lot complicated if they're leaders associating with the cult.
Not all of them, mind you, just the dumb one. But we ended up killing all the Asmodeans involved with the maiden. Tallot ended up dealing a crippling blow to one of those daughters. I believe her name was Sora Mania. Oh, I do love this song. As a bard begins to strum on his lute. Then Tallot told me that he needed to be dropped off. So we took him to the closest Dark Lantern's hideout in Greywall. Apparently, he extracted some information that details plans of an invasion from an entity known as Velusa. Last I heard of him, he was making his way to the Dark Lantern's HQ in Rome. Now, what happened to you?
It is a very long story, and I believe some details of it perhaps should be told to you by Ibris himself. It's more of a... let's just say it's more of a... He just stumbled upon some discoveries you and him should discuss among yourselves. But aside that, we have found... Well, basically, there's a festival in Fairhaven called Underfest. We were able to find a secret hidden wall, go inside, and we were teleported to this different plane of existence in a place called Tower of Lolith. And...
Well, I mean, that you wouldn't know it's called the Tower of Lolith.
didn't Davin himself say, "Welcome to the Tower of Lolith"?
Did he? Oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah, he did.
He
did.
definitely did.
Okay.
Well, we all looked at the minimap.
That was,
and
of course, it was like, it was just kind of like for your own knowledge. But anyways, yeah.
Well,
well, then you shouldn't have
And,
people narrating now, should you?
Yeah, well, I mean,
we
you know, it's how else am
went-
I supposed to deliver that?
we went through a few floors. There were some civilians captured in there, and Davin, who we assumed, or who was assumed to be the high priest, killed them. We saved one who died later. One of our party members died as well. And then,
I'm sorry to
faced-
hear that. Which one?
well, that happened before entering the Night Fest. The dwarf Klein.
That's
He is
curious.
But during this, another one who joined us died as well. But
You,
I mean,
you
I was
hear
able.
the Etrix kind of say, good. This saved me the trouble of doing it.
Another one died. I mean, I brought him back, but that didn't mean much. We've had to face Davin, and apparently he's not a living being. Well, he's a living being, but machine or something. Like when something
She
popped
puts
in.
a finger to your lips, says, "Darling, I want the high level. What happened in the tower? Did you get the high priestess? Where is she? Where are your friends?"
How do you know it is High Priestess?
She
Our mission was to capture the high priestess.
I think it was said High Priest.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure it was said High.
We believe that this Valusa is the high priestess.
Well, as she says that, I take my bag. Well, Ibris gave me these documents we found, and apparently there is this person called Nelista who refers to... She's probably High Priestess. They were ordered to protect her, the other tiefling, but she pretty much just let us live, and then she escaped and later bombarded our base.
She was a tiefling?
Yes, she was talking to Ibris for some reason, and then I don't know, maybe he persuaded her to let us go in some way, but then she came later and I don't know, kind of bombarded our base from an airship.
This is all very confusing. So she let you live, but then came back with an airship and bombarded you.
Yes, pretty much. We pretty much defeated everyone in the tower, and there was just giant living spider statue, and then we didn't know how to get out of the tower, and well, I don't know what happened inside Ibris's head. Maybe she was talking to him in some way.
Wow.
And I don't know what happened, what she said to Ibris, because he wasn't there.
Where
And then
is
shaking.
Ibris?
He is still in Fairhaven.
And why are you here?
Well, Tallot
And
did say
who's
to go
next to
back.
you? With all the frills and the purple vest.
Well, I just met him. He's a performer here, it appears. As for Ibris, the other human in our party, you know, Duran, the one with the mechanical cat. Apparently a friend of his
Madacon
was
leans
kidnapped.
close to Aurelia as she's speaking. Should I introduce myself?
Oh, sure,
This-
just in a moment when I mentioned this one.
This random
Oh,
magician
right.
is getting
And he kind
called
of
the
shoots
juicy
back.
details.
Leans against the desk again, just listening.
He was, apparently his friend was kidnapped and they wanted to go back, but I went back to Dragon Crown Speak because, well, Tallot told us to, and I wanted to see if there is something very important. I could not just ignore those orders. And they went back to help Duron's friend. And by the way, this is Maddock.
Yes, Maddock, the magnificent magician. It is your unpleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Now, what are we? And then she kind of looks at you. What am I supposed to think of all this? And she looks at, you haven't spoken to Tallot?
Well, I have when we were still about to leave Fairhaven anyways. I just heard to get to Dragon Crown Speak, and that's the last thing I tried. I did plan to contact him again to tell him that I'm in passage, but I didn't yet.
Strange.
Well, I don't know. It could always be a chance that, since connection was breaking, that maybe he said don't go to Dragon Crown Speak, but I won't know until I call him again.
Well, it's safe to say that if you've tried to communicate with him already, it'd be hard to say anything has changed.
Well, I have a spell that might be able to just bypass the power of these earrings. That's why I want to get the clear information.
I see. And how come you haven't used it already?
Well, it didn't really... I didn't feel like it was necessary. I thought it was just that we needed to get back to Dragon's Crown, and beyond that I didn't think I needed it. But
I
at this
mean, if you
time-
want a message delivered, why didn't you just go to House Sivers? That seems like the logical thing to do.
Well, yeah, but let's just say that my boss is not exactly easy to track down with those kinds of spells from the House Civis.
Nonsense! House Sivers can get a message anywhere, whenever, wherever!
Yeah, it is a bit more complicated than that. It's a very long story. It's kind of hard to explain. At this point, she's lying. She knows she can, but, like, you know...
Well then, darling, why don't you just try and give me a summary? I mean, you already kind of did. But not about that. About something else.
Well, maybe for now it would be best to not gossip my boss and tell all
Oh,
of his
but I
secrets
do
already.
love gossip. Who doesn't love gossip? Do you love gossip? And I point to Malor. Do you love gossip? And I point to Edrix.
Etrix just kind of looks at you.
Do you love gossip? And I point to myself. Yes, I do! Never mind then.
yeah.
If you don't want to tell me, then you don't need to tell me. Secrets are also fun in their own little way.
Aurelia finds it very difficult not to laugh.
Come on. I see you holding it in. Just let it out. All of it. Ah, 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 ah.
No more.
This is not Final Fantasy.
Malor looks over to you. And Abris, he's alright.
Well,
Right.
well, I think so. Aside from being, well, he is alive, but, well, he's alive and well, but let's just say that he found some disturbing information that, well, I would like him to tell you that in person. I feel like I'm not the right person to speak about those things.
Alright. Well, here's the thing, girl. Me and Atrix, well, we have nothing too present. If you need to get to Dragon's Crown Peak, we can take you. It really wouldn't be an issue.
Well, if it wouldn't be an issue, I cannot possibly refuse.
As you say that, the music stops, and for a second, all the sounds of the city also stop as well, and the kitchen doors open, and you see 3 or 4 servers all kind of flanking the one that's carrying this round cake. There seems to be candles on it, and they all begin to start singing. And there's a little boy kind of, oh!
Medic's gonna chime in. Happy birthday.
Jacob.
Happy birthday to you. Alright.
That is one of the most awkward things. I thought they would mistake Maddox or me and then do that.
Nope.
Wonderful. Love it.
They all bring out the cake. They pass you Matic. And you're like, oh. And they deliver it to this little boy in this tavern.
It's absolutely fine. I'll do a little silent image, just up in the air, do a little bit of confetti, some stars, a little bit of decoration.
Go ahead, Jacob. Blow out the candle, boy.
Okay.
Really? This whole cake is for me?
Say it in Jacob's
Yeah, it does.
voice.
No, it's a little boy.
Oh,
It
you
doesn't
dirty
matter.
man.
And the little boy looks up in wonder as the 3 servers are all still singing.
Happy birthday to Jacob.
And then,
And his account gets banned.
and a round of applause. And the father's like, go ahead, Jacob. Blow out the candle. You deserve it.
Why am I scared of this? Why do I feel something bad is gonna happen?
I'm gonna ready my action to change the illusion I made. When he blows out the candles, I want the flames to like fly up into this starry night that I make appear on the roof and like form an image of a little boy. Like a celestial sort of star thingy. What are they called?
Alright.
Constellation.
Constellation. That's the one.
I feel you should like turn it into like demon and it's like, "Rah, you have released me. Mommy!
Roll performance check with advantage. Alright, and
1,000
as the flames turn into constellations at the ceiling of the tavern, the lights all kind of dim, and this little boy is excited as the constellations. What else do they do? Do they just burn in the ceiling, or do they like move or anything?
I move into constellation, shaping a small boy.
Okay.
That's supposed to be him.
All right, and the small boy's like, "Oh wow, that's ah!" And it's like, "Look at that, Jacob." Oh. Even the fire on this cake, even the fire is inspired by you. Here's to another 21 years, buddy. Year.
It was actually not a child. It was a dwarf.
Yeah. Here's another 21 years. My son has Benjamin Button disease, everyone.
This is actually this is so
And
funny.
everybody claps in the tavern.
I cannot
Make a
take this
wish,
seriously
boy.
anymore.
Make a wish.
Through all my enemies.
Closes his eyes and makes his wish. And the cake is cut and served. The little boy takes a piece of the pie, or the cake, and brings it up to you and Aurelia each. Thank you, mister.
Oh, you're welcome. I tell you, you're going to be a star one day. Wink.
And he blushes and says, just like you. And his mother calls him back, and he runs around and he begins to open his presents. One is the ball and cup, where there's a string attached to this cup, to this ball, and you watch as he tries to flip the ball into the cup ball. It's the rage for this time period. And yeah, Molor kind of steps back a little bit and says, well, that's quite a spectacle.
Yeah, they know how to do those.
Now,
By the way, tell me something. What is... Well, if you want to, but... What did you exactly do that Tallot, well, let's say, owed you a favor?
she smiled. Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, I'm not good at persuasion, but I'll give it my best. It's
Oh.
only a 3.
She smiles and says, and winks at you. Maybe I'm not the right person to ask. A
Alright.
a proper lady never gossips.
Alright, fair is fair.
You look over at Etrix. Roll a perception check.
17.
Yeah, you look over at Etrix and he's like looking at you. He like kind of nods his head, and he brings up like his like below the bar so my lord can't see. He has like one index finger and he makes a circle with his other hand, and he kind of does this, like puts the finger in the circle motion.
Unless I have 2 things in my mind that I'm thinking right now,
It's the first thing.
and I
That's the first thing.
There is.
I mean, both things are the same thing. It's just different people involved.
Yeah, quite true.
Yeah, I don't know if Tallot and Malor banged.
Yeah.
Who else?
How do you think she made him like agree to us doing this job?
I mean, the first I cannot comprehend how, but I think that's a question for another time. Well, whenever you are ready, I'm good for departure.
Now, where are we going?
Well, Dragon Crown speak, but I could buy some ruby dust and a diamond before I head over there. You know, in case somebody else happens to die at some point.
I'd like to say that there's no time but the present. Can always get that stuff somewhere else.
TM trying to kill us.
Excellent. Sounds like we have a time of departure, which is now. So I shall go get my things. I'll be right back.
Do you leave after that?
Yeah.
She looks at you, Aurelia. Is that strange man? Is he bothering you, darling?
No, he's a performer over here. You could say he asked for my help in his performance. And, well, he seems to want an adventure.
Does he know what you all are?
He has no clue.
That's gonna be a problem, isn't it?
Well, if it turns
You are
out...
taking him to your base now, darling.
Well, again, you have been to our base, right? You know who else is there, don't you?
Right. But
There
me and
is
Tallot,
absolutely
we have
not-
a complicated relationship.
Well, there is a young boy in our base. And I don't mean to be rude to the man over here, but I don't think he and the boy differ much in terms of, let's say, brain power to figure out what is going on.
Her eyebrows kind of lift up. I see your point. Well then, go grab your stuff. We leave as soon as we can.
It's already with me. I'm just waiting for
Oh wow.
the magic man.
Alright.
Magic finger.
Since he's a wizard, he definitely has the brain power. I'm just
Magic man.
I'm just trying to convince you.
You
he's a
grab
magic
your
man.
shit.
I do indeed grab my shit.
I thought we all agreed you were going to be a ranger.
We did, and then I talked to Cal about it, and then we had a better idea, and then I made this character.
Oh man,
If it's a better idea, and I already think it's a better
I did
idea.
have an idea for a ranger. I do
All
kinda
that
like
planning
that.
on in the night. Just gone.
All that planning that took us like 5 minutes, all
No.
wasted.
My idea wasn't to change the the character completely. Just to say. So like I had no problem.
No,
with
but the
it,
character
yeah.
I had in mind wouldn't work with your idea, so I had to make a new one.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it was. I didn't really care too much, but this character is pretty great so far.
I like him
I
so
mean-
far.
You know, we'll see.
I can't wait to see how you're gonna
Yeah.
die or retire.
Yeah, we'll see.
You know what'd be funny? Like everyone else that went to Fairhaven rerolls their character, and you don't. That's a new one.
All right, so, Maddock, you gather your things. Tell us a little bit more about Maddock's possession. What does he come downstairs with, or how?
A strap on.
It's an explorer's pack.
Oh,
So, big haversack. Which,
so it's just gonna be like a big giant like black top hat that you just carry around.
Just a bigger top.
Yeah, it's just
Top hat of clothing.
top hat of. Oh shit!
And
Oh
you
my
can
God.
only put the other top hats in it. That's
I
the
want
only
a top hat of holding. I need it.
It pulls out the rabbit and it's just dead.
Oh no, that's only oxygen for 10 minutes. I forgot it last night.
All the dumps, he just dumps them out onto the stage. They just
Oh god, not another one.
but
I just remembered something.
Here's my assistant. Oh no.
I just remembered something. My lord wouldn't have recognized me because I was a redhead when she met me first time.
yeah,
right.
I mean,
Malor smells you.
yeah.
I'll
They're
take
blood
that as a
hunters.
good point.
So, Maddock, you gather your belongings, come downstairs to the bar, and the four of you walk out of the tavern into the now setting sun of Passage. She points nearby to this really elegant looking airship and says, "Well, that's alright." And she says, "Let's go."
All right.
And you guys
Is that
enter.
your personal airship?
Well, it's on. We borrow it from the order. And
Ah.
I use that term loosely. It's mine.
Well, it's good to have it.
It looks wonderful! Very luxurious, I must say.
Yes, I like it. So, are we ready? Can we get it going on?
We
Sure.
can indeed. Up, up, and away! I'm gonna cast fly on myself. Fly up there. No strings attached!
That's it.
Etrix looks over at Malor.
He's dying.
Can I kill him? She looks over at
You can certainly try!
Yeah, you're flying away, fool.
Please, please
Yeah,
don't
I'm saying it
try.
as I'm flying away.
Please don't try. Just bear with it for a few more moments.
Malor looks over. I kinda like him.
Well, he is pretty fun. Not by some people's standards, though.
And you guys enter into the tower. An elevator lifts you up to the about 10th floor of this tower, where Malor's airship is waiting, and you board the tower. Now, we move over back to our friends here. I want to give Durin and Ibris and Bast, who has been deliciously quiet this whole time, a chance to do something. So,
Alright, so how long has it been since Corval went up?
well, okay.
That's nice music we have for
I know, like, it's so lively. Okay.
I mean,
I would say it's been a minute.
writing a letter, so while they were doing this stuff, so what else would I have done?
I don't know.
What? And then I get the I'm so silent.
Hmm.
The action was somewhere else.
But I can tell you, Bast. I mean, well, just tell me, where are you though? Like, are you at the post? Like, where are you standing?
I went a bit further away because I wouldn't have been any help right now anyway with my spell slots that I have left. and I would have just sit down somewhere and yeah, put out the parchment and the quill and start like writing a letter in Infernal.
Who are you writing a letter to?
It was.
What?
Yeah.
That's so weird. Okay. What is it? A breakup letter? Anyways. Or is
My
it like a
heart.
nice? Or it's just like a nice
You
letter.
killed fucking children. I can't.
Okay. My dear Ibris.
He's just jealous he didn't kill as many children
Yeah,
as he
Bruce, it's been
did.
many moons since last I've seen you.
No, like he's standing like right there.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's the ridiculousness of it. I think back on
So
I
Bass
think back on
writes
this
the letter,
It's
gives it to
just
Ibris,
some-
is like, hey, open it when you're alone, which is never, because you guys are always together.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
takes
anyways.
baths.
Yes, you gotta bring the letter into the bath, you dumbass.
Not in the bathtub itself, but in the bathroom.
And then you're gonna read it, and then you're gonna see Ibris or Bast like right after the bath. Anyways, anyways,
It's a romantic gesture. That's
it
what
is. It
counts.
is. I get it. I know what you're talking about. I'm not making fun of you. This is
We are.
funny.
This
Okay. Durin, you wake
is
up
why no one likes to run.
holding the wrappings that Gabrielle's crystal was inside of. Ibris, you're holding Durin. What do you guys do?
Yeah, helping him get up. Like I message Bass for the earrings. Like, Bass, we're gonna need your help. And then, like, I'm helping. I'm
Yeah.
saying, I whispered this to him. Corwell went up, I think, to get the crystal.
What? Where did you end up? Up there?
I look up at the tower or the airship. And basically, I'm just pulling Duran, like, somewhere to the side, find a bench or something so he can sit on, waiting for Bass to come. Not too far away from this tower, though.
See me taking like two, like green. Like mixing two mixtures together and I just drink it.
Kool-Aid.
I take some Kool-Aid and I drink it.
Mixing potions, not a good idea.
So you said when did she go up? Also, where's
Uh,
Bast?
Bass is on his way. Corval went up there, like, literally when you woke up. She fed you a healing potion and went up. I'm guessing she's planning to steal the crystal. Might have to wait for her.
Yes, yeah, I mean... Don't have any way of contacting her.
Nope. Just gotta wait and see.
At this time, Corval, roll a death save.
I 11.
Nice. Wait, why do you have a +2 to your death save? Is that the luck thing? The stone?
Yeah, I'm assuming so. I didn't add it myself. The game automatically added it.
The game is
But
like
I
yours.
have like a ton of luck and stuff and bonuses from like everything, so I think
You
so.
said you had some items that gave you bonus to saving throws, right?
Yeah, I have
That is-
+2
it's
to
from
every
those.
single saving throw.
It's from those.
Ah,
So yeah, that's what it is. I mean, you can take it away if you don't want it on death saves.
it's fine.
It'll be a
I
9
was,
without that.
I was just curious. I mean, when it comes to death saves, I don't know. What do you guys rule? I don't really care. I mean, you guys already know. Like Durin has a permanent advantage on all death saves, so.
Yeah, and if I somehow roll double ones, I still
Yeah.
get back up.
But that's at the same time. Yeah, but that at the same time, he killed somebody for it.
I mean, it's supposed to be on saving throws, not death save, so I guess make it a 9.
Death
Okay.
saves
I'm gonna
also
adjust
saving
the-
throws.
Death saves are a saving throw.
Death saves are saving throws.
Okay, then it's an 11.
Okay. Darkness.
Oh, actually, sorry, I don't have advantage. I have a 1d4.
Oh, you motherfucker. Doesn't
Yeah, which is much better.
So, Corvel, darkness hits you after exploding headache.
Yep.
You all see the airship begin to detach from the ramp.
Wait, I would like to, Bast, where the fuck are you? Like in the earring.
I'm on my fucking way.
Bast, can you fly up there and get her down? Bird?
You know that I pretty much used every spell that's useful on you guys already.
I'll reach in and I hand you the Pearl of Power. With this one, I think you can. Actually, I'm not sure if it requires attunement. Pearl of Power 5e.
Yes, it does require attunement.
Yeah, well then, never mind. Can't. Hand it over. Fuck. Well, hopefully she knows a way to get down.
The airship starts to float up.
Shit.
I'm gonna say at this point, you guys are all kind of here at the front together. You guys meet each other. The airship is right here. It detaches.
Oh.
The door, the barrier, briefly flashes for a moment. And you see Coravel's body near the edge. Durin, you hear Illith's voice. Durin! As he's shouting over the hum of the airship.
Yes?
Your friend is up here.
Please just put her down and we will stop this whole stupid chase.
Then you see Jada Tash's face. I think not. Maybe we take her with us as your punishment.
You order to one friend, do not take a second. This will make it very personal.
If you take her, we'll hunt you down.
Fine. Not that I am scared, but I feel sorry for you. Pathetic. And with her foot, she nudges Coravel off the airship. She's about 50 to 60 feet in the air now. And your heart, all your heartbeats begin to boom, boom, as you see Coravel's limp
I'm
body.
gonna jump and run up to her
Yeah.
with the amulet of fall reduction planted on her as she falls.
Gotta jump 50 feet in the air?
No, just before she falls, I'm gonna try to put the amulet on her, so
Chuck it at her.
Kinda jump
You could
to
just
grab
catch her
her.
before. That's the same thing. Just
Yeah.
touching
Yeah.
her before she hits the
She
ground.
gets stabbed.
okay.
She gets stabbed by the amulet.
No, I thought I could use the amulet, but alright, I'll just catch her.
Yeah, I try to put you faster.
I mean, you guys can all roll dex checks if you'd like.
Sure, you know?
Alright, but before you do,
Bass needs to roll a patience check.
There's none.
Corvel, I'm gonna ask you, roll a d20, and that is the DC for this dex check.
13.
So both of you, roll your dex checks.
21.
Durin, you are hurt.
Yeah.
And you stumble along, but Ebrius, you see Corvel's
Oh,
limp
look at
body
that. My knee's dislocated.
begin to plummet towards the ground. You hurry up and you you jump. And you catch Corvel in midair. Roll an acrobatics check.
That's what one just throws it down.
Yeah.
Touchdown!
11.
Alright.
Insight +4.
15.
Flash of genius.
Yeah.
Alright.
Don't impale her on your horn.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Move your head! No.
You just like a soccer player heading a soccer
Yeah.
ball or a football ball, whatever you guys call it.
We just call it a football.
Horns first. Football ball. Ebrius, you bring Corvel into your arms, and you hit the ground. You tumble, and you look down at Corvel's unconscious body. Roll another death save, Corvel.
20.
And she's still breathing in your arms, Ebrius.
They're on, Bast.
Yeah, I want
Healing.
And I take a spray and I spray her.
Alright.
Good night. Wounds
Just
at
in her
level 2.
face.
Yeah, it's magical. It's for one of those poker sprays.
And Corvel,
16.
please take a wound card here as you are brought back to life. The breath fills your lungs. Your eyes flutter slowly up, and you see Ebrius holding you, and Durin above you, and Bass kind of, nonchalant off to the side, writing a letter.
So, I'm guessing this is destructive mindset then?
Yes.
Cool.
You can just
You
right
got
click it
mindful.
and then take.
Yeah.
I can't help myself. I'm sorry.
It's your birthday. You get a free pass.
No.
Thank you.
Death to Jacob. But I say that every week, so that means it's all purpose. I try to do like a. You okay, Cora?
I just sort of sit there, like my head just hurting, not really wanting to talk.
Roll a perception check, Corvel. Oh man.
Reset card?
God. Oh shit!
About fucking
The-
time.
the
You're
wound
welcome.
card-
I summoned the reset card.
The wound card stays, but every other card you can just.
Can't say you summoned the reset card. You literally said
How do
reset
I get rid
card
of them?
every time you drew a card.
You just
Come
gotta.
on.
Yeah.
And I
I'll
summoned
delete
it.
them off.
It's Force of
Wait,
Intent
what?
manifesting.
Just play the cards and I'll delete them as you do.
Awesome. That's what you get for your noble, like sacrifice. All your cards are reset.
Corvel, you don't notice anything. But Ebrius, you roll a perception check as you're holding her.
Perception.
Well, Corvel is rightfully so. Corvel, you are really hurt.
10.
And Ebrius, your focus is remaining on Corvel at the moment. Durin,
No.
you can roll a perception check as well.
Perception.
Oh god.
Flash
Bast,
yourself.
you can roll a perception check as
No one else can.
everyone is
flashing.
so focused on Corvel.
Yeah. I flash of genius her. +4.
But Bast, you notice that there is something sticking
What?
out of Corvel's pack that she keeps on her back. An odd lump.
Oh, Elif, you scoundrel.
No. Corval, did you always have that in your bag?
Is there something in your backpack, or are you just happy to see me?
Talk about being a masochist, am I right?
No, go away.
No.
Boo.
Well,
Take.
I have no idea what's going on right now, honestly.
Something sticking out of your back.
Okay.
backpack, not your back.
Okay.
Oh god, it's a rib. I'll just pop it back in.
Yeah, let's hope I don't have a rib sticking out of my back.
So it's not. Well, if so, it'll be someone else's.
Yeah. Are you gonna mention the fact that I have something sticking out
Yeah,
of my
she-
back?
she
or-
did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Twice.
I'm gonna go like pull my backpack off and look at it.
You see a part of Jidatash's cloak kind of hanging out of your pack.
I'm gonna unwrap it carefully.
There is an egg-like a jagged egg-like shape wrapped in this dark cloak.
Just gonna sort of, hand it over to Durin.
When Duran sees this, he starts like you see, like he starts like like very heavy and excited, and he just gives you like a big
We still
kiss.
don't know what it is.
I've seen that crystal, right? I jumped out of a window with that crystal.
Yep.
Yeah.
So wait, what's happening then?
That is the Gabriella.
I
Yeah, no,
so
but
I hand you Gabriella.
Well, Duran, you might not notice, but like Duran, like he just when he sees you have it, he just like, and he just gives you like a best like kiss in the cheek. Like,
Oh, trying to upset Gabriella, I see.
that's not really his biggest concern right now. Oh. And I don't actually touch it right now because I'll take it like and hold it.
Yeah, I just hand it over to you because I don't really want to be holding it.
But he just, like laugh, very excited, like gives you a kiss, like just like, and then he like takes it. Do I get sucked in or?
Well, I mean, it's wrapped up in the dark cloak.
Oh, yeah, I try to unwrap it, just be certain.
Alright, and you unwrap it, and inside you see a translucent purple crystal Size of a hand, shape of an egg, but jagged as it is a crystal.
Try to put like a slowly just put a like hand on it.
You put your hand on it, and for a moment, your conscious. Roll a wisdom check.
I want to fail.
Oh, okay. Your consciousness is sucked into the crystal. And excitedly, your conscious self looks around. And you're in this like almost opaque purple room, this chamber. You look around at the edges and you now realize for the first time you can actually see the outside world, the view from the crystal, as if you're looking outside.
Gabriella? Do I see her like in
No.
And now your mind is trapped in there forever.
What do I see in this crystal then? Like, is it just empty?
Pretty much.
I try like Gabriella. Do I sense any presence in this, or do I just feel like emptiness? Like if I try, like.
Roll perception check.
Come on.
You almost
Reset,
hear
reset,
Durin,
reset.
Durin. A smile comes to your face.
And yeah,
I'm here.
I turn towards the sound where I believe it's coming from.
You don't see anything.
Where? I'll try
In
to
your
walk
heart.
a bit. Oh.
In your memories.
Does she say that, or that's just like yeah?
No, you don't hear anything as you turn around.
Okay, well I try to leave.
Eventually, your mind. And you're standing there with the wrappings on your hand.
You can see his face looks like, went from very happy to like very disappointed. It is apparently empty.
Hebrews just walks up to you, puts his hand on your shoulder, and gives a squeeze. And like walks off a bit.
Seems like a bit like red around his eyes, but he tries to, push it down. Like a blankish look. Just. And he does that for a few minutes. If anyone want to do something.
Why? Just let it out.
and then the camera kind of zooms out from where Durin is standing, fading, 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 higher and higher. Then like it just kind of angles up to the sky, where in the distance you see this airship flying over to the horizon to God knows where.
Yay! Everything is fine over here. Look at this magic trick, Maddock.
The
Look, I
airship
can do it.
is the Kalashtar airships, not your airship.
Oh
Airship.
no! I was
Your-
so hopeful.
Your
I
airship's
want
burning.
to show my tricks to Maddock.
Oh, I'd love to see your tricks, he says as he's floating, like upside down.
No, this is depressing.
And we follow this airship, this colorful airship, as it continues on southeast. And as it does, we see another airship flying nearby. A similar direction, but more south. And we go back over to our friend here at Passage.
And while we're doing what we're doing, Aurelia will hand over Malor all the documents that we found. You know, just so you know, I don't know if you have any intentions of going there, Malor, or sending anyone, but there are probably still some people in that Tower of Lollet. I don't know if
We'll
there will be
see. She shrugs. Something we found out was there's a lot of these Asmodeans. I don't think it's possible for us to kill them all.
Yes, it is. Apparently they're planning or have already done or planned some sort of invasion. That must mean they have a lot of power. Oh, also, important information. We have... I forgot this, which is, I think, a vital detail that you should know. You know about Redrance, the Kalashtar? So they told us that this cult of Asmodeus might be siding with something named Dreaming Dark. That's what they mentioned. It might be an alliance.
I see.
They did
Yeah, the
mention...
sound effect in the background. Dun dun dun. And the plot thickens!
And they mentioned a draconic prophecy. Well, they didn't mention, and apparently they don't know themselves what is it, but apparently it might be coming to fulfillment, or something along those lines. I don't know what it is.
How spectacular! We even have a prophecy! I love it already!
It's so weird how this guy just crashed this airship.
I mean, he was invited.
I guess.
I feel like it's one of those, like when I sit, like in if you've seen Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like how the mother just changed and no one commented on him.
Yeah, I know.
This is kind of like,
Yeah.
he's always been part of the group. Look at this group picture we took last week. And everybody's like, oh yes, he's been here always. No, he wasn't. He just joined this season.
Well,
It's like a magic trick.
Yeah.
Poof,
Yeah.
He
Aurelia,
inserted himself very aggressively with Aurelia. He's like, "Where you? So where are we going now?"
Aurelia is having fun, which she didn't have in a long while, and it is really appropriate timing for her to have some fun.
I really wouldn't know what fun is if it bit her.
This is really fun.
I can bite her if you want me to.
I would like that very much.
So, Malor listens very intently to the information that you have been telling her. Within, like I'd say, what do you guys do for like the day that it takes for you guys to kind of fly over there? I wouldn't say it's a day. Let me just make sure what the time frame is here.
Whatever it is, like if I'm not talking to Malor all the time, I'll probably like show Maddock my ability to draw create animals out of this bag.
It's about a day.
Ooh. Wonderful!
Should it be like
How
a
does it
happier
work?
tone?
What's the trick? Maybe I shouldn't ask. Do you want to reveal it? Maybe not. But we are partners. Oh, the dilemma.
Well, I'd like to see all the tricks. They seem fun.
There are more? Are there more in there?
Well, she's gonna draw another one. I don't know what I can roll for them. Let's
Yes,
see. I'm
it's gonna
draw.
be 2 tigers who are gonna fight to death on the ship.
Uh-oh.
What do you roll?
Uh-oh.
Mammoth.
Oh, God, no. It's a brown bear.
Alright. You guys all watch as a large bear just materializes, and as it does, it looks around confused.
Aurelia, like, waves at it. Hello.
The brown
Amazing!
bear sits and
It even listens to commands! Ah! Brilliant! I feel an
Here's a-
oncoming performance.
It's a very smart bear.
Clearly.
Anyway, I just show that as a trick. Like,
Alright,
I'm
hold on.
still gonna talk to Malor and shit if she's...
the bear starts
has-
freaking out. It's
Okay,
like-
just... then can I desummon it or something, yeah.
Sure.
I don't want...
We're back in the bag.
Yeah. It's the worst thing, like, summon it on top of an airship.
What made you think that it was an unnatural habitat for the bear?
Well,
Ooh,
because
I
it's
know
not
how we can make this even better!
Because, maybe this...
Can you make the bear
Because-
sit still for a moment?
I think it really wants to go.
Well, I'm going to make it go!
Okay.
I just need it to be willing.
Okay. He will help you get away from here. Aurelia says to the
Alright. Take out my cane. Poke the bear with the cane. Cast fly on it.
Alright, as you cast fly, the bear's like,
Oh, bound away! Bye!
You can fly now.
Alright, let me roll.
Jump
something for
off
bear.
and fly to free. Jump off and fly to
Oh
free.
shit! Yeah, the bear bounds and leaps out into the ship, off the ship, and you can see as it starts to glide away from the ship. You see a flock of geese fly by, and the bear's just like starts swimming its way over to the geese. You hear like and then you watch as the bear starts hunting these geese in the air.
When I saw an elephant fly.
Well, that is a magnificent combination.
What is it?
I must say, look at it go!
It's just tearing these
I hope
geese
it
apart.
lands soon, otherwise it's not gonna be pretty!
Someone is gonna have a terrible picnic.
Anyways, is Malor still around?
Yeah.
Malor, perhaps, do you know what or who Ramat?
It is
Well, I didn't tell the bear to go and fight the geese. According to my bag, it says I can command these animals, and apparently I cannot. So I'm not gonna.
Well, yeah,
take
you
any
can
cre-
command it. If you tell it to stop, it would, but it's still going to do what it
It
wants to do
is
until
Well-
you do.
animal abuse.
Plus, Baz does that willingly. Aurelia doesn't. Case closed. Okay, gotta talk to Malor. Do you know
You're
who-
responsible for that bear, Keto.
I'm not. It does whatever it wants. It's a fucking bear.
You
I'm
brought
just a
it into
human.
this world. You're.
I did, but it won't listen.
The bear's gonna die. It's gonna continue flying and it's gonna
Wait,
fall
so-
after 10
So
minutes.
Well,
when
not
a
a real
teenager
bear.
rebels against his parents and like doesn't do what the parents tell him, like the parents just say, "Well, he won't listen to us," and it's not their responsibility anymore.
Well, I'm trying. It's a fucking animal.
Hey,
It's not
hey.
a teenager. Anyways, I'm losing time here. Do you know who Ramatine is?
Malor looks at you. I can't say I do. Shrugs. Why? Should I know?
Probably it would be good for you to know. It might have something with these cultists.
I'll look into
I don't.
I'm not much of a scholar. You see, I'm on the front lines in the order. But there are some in the order who like the books. Me, not so much. But thank you for the tip, sugar.
Anytime.
Now, have a drink. She hands you a nice little shot glass full of alcohol, of liquor.
I will definitely accept.
The day passes. I need you guys to put your tokens on this airship.
Everyone.
Okay.
Okay,
What?
fine.
Obviously not everyone.
No, but you said you
Ebrius,
fine,
what
fine.
the
With the magic
I'm
trick,
huge.
we are now bigger.
Come on, man. Like, everyone?
Oh,
I'm
so we're all
sorry.
there. Great, we met up.
I was the bear all along.
The bear has now gone and found more, like flying bear attackers.
Maddox at the bow, like Titanic, just doing his thing. But regardless, okay, the four of you, you begin to see a familiar sight. This grand peak that you all know to be the Dragon's Crown, the Dragon's Peak, where your venture started. Oh shit, I still have this. This is when Klein got fucked up. Still have this. That black box is actually where your base is located. Dragon's Peak, a place that you have called home for quite a certain amount of time here. And as you near it, roll a perception check. Aurelia,
This is not
Maddox.
gonna be good. Natural 20.
You smell it before you see it.
I don't want to.
Fire.
Oh no. I think Tallot actually said, don't go to Dragon Crown Speak.
Jesus Christ. The fuck was that?
Corona.
Do I see the fire?
Not yet. But you do see smoke, billowing smoke from the village, the Dragon's Crown village, the one that you have spent days shopping.
What in the hell is happening over there?
Well, either someone is having a rather large barbecue, or I say the dragon has gone to work. Either way, it is bound to be exciting!
Perhaps it could have been Tallot's word not to come over here.
You know, Jacob, just because of that voice, you're doing every recap for the next infinite episodes with that voice.
Please no.
I vote yes. Pretty good.
Last time on the Dark Lanterns. In the dark sewers below, we find our party half dead, beaten, and abused by frogs.
I like it. Do I see anything past the town being burned? Do I see people? Do I see anything when we are closing in? Assuming
with that,
we are closing.
with that perception check, yeah, you see bodies. Dozens and dozens of town folks.
Do I see attackers? Anyone moving? Anything?
Nope. The airship begins to crest over the side of the mountain. The volcano.
You said it took a day for us to get here, right? Would we have
Sure.
gotten a long rest between that?
Yes.
Oh,
Alright.
thank God. I didn't use anything of mine, but thank God anyway.
The
I did.
airship crests and turns over. And you see your home.
Oh no. Fuck.
My plants.
Your wind chimes.
My Aurelia! This doesn't look too good! Or does it?
This,
Maybe you
this
like it
was-
warm. Was that inappropriate?
this was our base.
I'll take that as a no.
My lord, can I go down real quick?
You say that as the heat of the inferno that seems to be raging across your base lights the glow, like this orange glow against the backdrop of the setting. You look into Malore's eyes. The raging fires below can be seen reflecting through her own eyes. And she looks at you and says, I wouldn't.
Maybe the boy is still down there somewhere.
Roll persuasion.
I
check.
mean, I could go with you. I could get you back on the ship. Lickety split if need be.
Oh, fuck.
Are you helping him? Was that what that was?
I suppose, yeah.
Sure.
Because I can get her back on the ship. Lickety
Roll the
split.
persuasion. You roll persuasion.
Me. Alright.
Oh,
Alright.
Alright. Malora looks to the both of you. I wouldn't recommend it. Looks at Etrix. He shakes his head. Come now. It'll be alright. We should get out of here. But if you really want to stay, I can let you off.
Oh, you could simply jump off.
do we have any other place to go? Well, I suppose I'll contact Tallot.
What do you do?
I cast Sending and tried to contact Tallot because that's better than the earring.
You cast Sending. For the first time, you actually do this, right?
Well, yes, on Tallot for the first time. Did it first time on Gabriella.
As you cast Sending, you hear his voice clear in your head. What do you say?
Base is on fire, and I don't know where Kellen is, where we are supposed to go, what we are supposed to do.
Is that all?
Yeah. Aurelia, I have arrived in Fairhaven.
The message cuts off. At the same time, our friends over at Fairhaven, you guys all hear nearby a small explosion of some sort, rubble just exploding outwards. And in your earrings, Ebrius, Doran, Bast, you hear, I have arrived. Where are you?
Don't say anything.
And we'll end this session there. Thank you all for playing.
What
Yeah.
a thrilling episode!
Such a short episode.
But we must end it here, so if you want to figure out what happens next time on the Dark Lanterns, tune in next Sunday!
Dragon Ball Z. Sorry, no mind.
Dark Lanterns Death!
So, I really love traveling across the continent just to find out I'm at the wrong place.
Oh,
That was your choice.
I mean,
you
yeah,
know.
but I
You
thought
know.
that was as I was supposed to do.
But at least you have company.
Yeah,
I
at
And
least
mystery likes company.
at least I met Maddock. That would have been a completely different journey if I didn't. At least that happened.
If that's Tallot with the Lobewake amulet, I'm gonna shoot someone.
I mean, she said he's like going to Greywall, or he's in Greywall or something, and now he's here. Like,
He arrived with the
and
explosion.
base. I mean, he is, I think, a being of much greater power than us, so I don't think he cannot make explosions.
I mean, he's an X-Men, right?
Yeah, he is a pretty high ranking one from what I know.
For the X-Men,
Same
which
level
is
as like
independent.
maybe on same level as Malor or something, or maybe even higher.
Yeah, but how good of an entrance is it if you just enter a city with an explosion?
And in a
A
place where
dazzling one!
Oh, was it an explosion or was it just like something crashing?
Rubble. Rubble, in a way, kind of being moved at high speeds. From a central point, just like, just, almost like akin to like a boulder, like boulders collapsing.
I am very disappointed that our base is destroyed.
Okay.
I actually like that place.
Now look at the bright side, if he does have the lawbreaker amulet, we can just kill him and take it back.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
definitely
you can
try.
just kill him and take it. There are these two random people just they look at you and they deal like 60 damage out of nowhere. Like, yeah, sure, we can just kill this guy.
Koa almost died. Duan got pretty low, I think.
I almost died. I was also bled out.
I have no higher, no third or fourth level spell slots anymore. Sure, we can take him on.
Why are we talking about killing Tallot? He hasn't done anything.
You can certainly try.
Yeah.
Even if he has the law breaker, like, what the fuck am I gonna do about it? Like, if he has it, I'm just gonna be like, okay, you have it. I'm not gonna do anything. You guys sure can try and fight him. I'll just watch from the side. I know I'm not strong enough.
You're not even here. So.
I mean, I don't know if I'm here or if he is there or what the fuck is gonna happen. It's like I travel all the way back here obeying orders, what it seems. Turns out the base is on fire. Thankfully, I didn't have to travel for 2 additional sessions just to find out thanks to
Right.
Malor.
So, Kyo,
God
are you
bless.
saying following orders blindly is a bad thing?
I mean, it wasn't really blindly. He did say come back.
No, he just said dragon speak and he was cutting out. We assumed.
I mean, yeah, I assumed, and I went to Dragon Crown Speak, like, we want to leave Fairhaven. What do I have to gain from staying back there?
Well, clearly Tallot was going to come for us.
I mean,
I feel like we all knew that from the very first get-go. No.
I didn't really.
Sticking with your party?
I mean, I didn't know that, so I.
No one knew. I'm
assumed-
fucking with you, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad.
If you guys knew, then they would have. No one would have told you to go. They would have like,
Because
wait,
like I don't
Tallot
like
is
splitting. I don't like splitting party, but Aurelia is just tired of do this and then like 15 side things she does, and then like until she gets to this, like she thought finally one time he says something. I'm just gonna do it. Like I don't want any
Yeah.
side stuff. I want to get out of here, and I
So-
felt that as a player. Like I do love side stuff, but I felt like just once an order is given, and I'm gonna just like go ahead and do it.
Yeah,
Like no
and
questions asked.
You're right. I had all this stuff planned for you, but the theory behind this is that if you guys don't pursue it, it's not gonna wait for you to be pursued. Like things are gonna happen at like a certain time range or timeline, and I mean, you guys have the power to go there or not, right? Maybe you could have saved your base. Maybe, I'm not going to say that's 100%, but
Well,
it's fucking ruined
it's
now.
just-
So
I mean, tell me with that where I've been there, like, is it completely like already destroyed, or does it seem like it's been just on fire for like maybe let's say half an hour, or something like that? Like,
well,
been like-
that's a good question.
I don't know I don't know if it's rubble or something. Like if it's
not rubble. It's still burning. If rubble wouldn't burn,
If it's burning, it's been less than a day.
yeah.
Yeah, and I doubt we would have been able to arrive in that amount of time to save it regardless. But again, like it's been a really nice place. I really feel sorry that it's gonna go. I don't have anything against Rome. I love that country, but if our base has to be there, like in a country of monsters, that's going to be a bit complicated.
It's going to be fucking awesome. What are you talking about, Willis?
I just wonder, the tailor Bass and Ibris got their clothes. If you already send the clothes, or can we just go pick them up?
I mean, you can tell Aurelia pick them up.
Wait. We have to
but-
do the math. That's a good question. So you guys left Fairhaven, rode for like a day out, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then it took you like a day and a half, almost 2 days to get back to Fairhaven.
She
Yeah.
said it will take about 3 days.
Yeah, 2 or 3 days.
2 or 3 days. We'll see. I'm not quite sure. Who knows?
Damn, we went paid extra gold to be sent, the items to be sent to, like Dragon's Keep.
Oh no.
When you pay to get extra fucked.
I was gonna
Oh.
have the person from Hatherol like be nearly dead, delivering, nearly die delivering your fucking clothes to you, just to make you feel bad. But yeah.
I don't know what to feel about this. I feel very confused. Like, I know I'm probably supposed to be confused. That is the thing. But I feel like I travel all the way here, probably have the wrongly understood the message. Then I finally realized, like, I could use sending to contact Gabriella, but it doesn't occur to me in my head I could do the same for Tallot. Because I'm thinking, like, it's probably go back to Crown Speak, and it turns out it's not. Probably. Like,
Maybe it is.
that was
Maybe
a,
that's what he told you to do.
Yeah.
maybe
maybe
I
if
should
you-
see it, right?
Yeah.
For some reason, I had
There's
to
a
think,
lawbreaker amulet just hanging there somewhere.
oh yeah, well, sure, I could use it. Like, I could use it for some bullshit. Like, I'll make it like, oh, lawbreaker, please make me that I never have to wipe my asshole
Will
again.
you tell me now what was in that little room behind the shelf
What? What little room?
in the base? There was that little room behind the shelf, but we couldn't get in.
Oh, give me a second.
I can go and look for for something
Yeah.
in that fire.
Well, guys, I'm gonna go to bed.
Good
Um,
night. Oh, there's a Oh,
Happy birthday again.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm not gonna
Thank
tell you because
you for playing with
No.
us.
I'm so curious about that room.
I can't tell you because
Hey,
they might go
I can
inside.
go in there.
Yeah, they might
Remember,
still go.
I
But if I tell you what it is, he might want to just go in there just for that. So I can't tell
Just
you.
gonna go in there now for that. So
I mean, I want to because of Callan. Like, dude, like, I cannot just leave the kid behind. I mean, I can leave the corpse behind. I don't give a shit about the corpse, but maybe Callan is still alive. Maybe suffocating down there, and I'm not gonna leave him.
Yeah.
It's true.
So why
I
do
mean-
you have bad luck card, Carl?
What?
Why do
You
you
have
have
bad
a
luck
bad luck card?
Oh, this is the one I use for Day. I took it out of her inventory.
no, I think it's fine. Now we can use that card against you.
Well, I could survive the fire with my abilities. It would be the least of my problems. But
But it also is
prob-
pretty recent. Whoever
Yeah,
did
I
it
mean-
should still be there.
I mean, I could probably water spell. I could probably. I don't know if I could actually turn up like the extinguish the fire. I probably
Did you
couldn't.
guys
But
leave any items in the base by chance?
nah.
Besides
I have
dead
some,
body?
I have some scrap metal.
Oh, okay, that's gone.
Yeah.
My plants.
Yeah, your plants are gone. And
What about the corpse?
well, you got to go inside and check it out. See if it's there or not.
Oh, god damn it. I really liked being at the top of a mountain as a base. I really liked it, and now it's gone. That shows how bad it is to be a Dark Lantern.
You're kind of onto something here. But Tallot is back.
I really wish I prepared divination spell for this, and I switched it off. Oops.
Oh, Cal, you should rename the groovy bot thing that something like goes under your name. Since whenever it pops in, it like or pops out, it fucks up the like
Oh, does
icons
it?
on the stream. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how to rename shit. Oh,
I mean,
can,
you can change its name under like.
ZZ Groovy. There it goes. Oh, you're
Oh,
right.
Cal, just so you know, I didn't put it in my inventory. I just put it on a note aside. I did give Malor all of the documents that
You did.
that Hebrews gave me. Yeah, I did give it all. So just so we know that.
Yeah.
I really want to know what this draconic prophecy is, dude. I mean, I think it's a different thing in every DM's campaign, but well, there is nothing really to spoil with it from my point of view. Even though on meta level I've read everything about Eberron, but it doesn't say anything on it. It just like, I think it doesn't say anything just to give more freedom to DMs to work with it, which I really like.
But I think that's like why like the morning, like not like there's nothing, like there's not, at least not to my understanding, like a one answer why it happened. That's up to the DM.
Yeah.